Hello and welcome to Pushing Back, Ukraine Daily Brief. As the war enters its 727th day, these are the main developments from the past 24 hours. Russia has lost approximately 406,080 troops in Ukraine since the beginning of the war, the General Staff of Ukraine's armed forces reported. The number, which has not been independently verified, includes 1,130 casualties over the past day. According to the released Ukrainian figures, Russia lost 13 tanks, 70 armored combat vehicles, 53 artillery systems, 4 multiple launch rocket systems, 3 air defense systems, 39 drones, 1 cruise missile, 56 vehicles and 7 pieces of special equipment. The update from the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. There were 50 combat engagements. The enemy launched a total of 1 missile and 99 airstrikes, carried out 82 multiple launch rocket system attacks at the positions of Ukrainian troops and various settlements. The Ukrainian Air Force launched airstrikes on 10 concentrations of troops, 5 air defense systems of the occupiers. The Ukrainian missile troops hit 9 concentrations of troops, weapons and military equipment, 10 artillery systems of the Russian invaders. In its latest intelligence update, the UK's Ministry of Defence reports. After heavy losses during Ukraine's summer counter-offensive, Russia's 58th Army and paratroopers are launching intensified ground attacks in southern Robotyne, aiming to recapture the lost village. Likely bolstered by slower fighting and continued recruitment, these attacks, alongside others across the front, strain Ukrainian defenses and suggest a wider Russian push to overwhelm them on multiple axes. In its latest intelligence update, the Institute for the Study of War. Ukraine has been defending itself against illegal Russian military intervention and aggression for 10 years. Russia's grand strategic objective of regaining control of Ukraine has remained unchanged in the decade since its illegal intervention in Ukraine began. Russia worked hard to obfuscate its grand strategic objectives of regaining control of Ukraine between 2014 and the start of the full-scale invasion in 2022. Russian military intelligence is reportedly learning from its failures in recent years and has renewed efforts against NATO states. Russian President Vladimir Putin and Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu gloated on the Russian seizure of Avdiivka. Shoigu also claimed that Russian forces completely seized Krynky in East Bank Kherson Oblast, although available open-source visual evidence and Ukrainian and Russian reporting suggests that Ukrainian forces maintain their limited bridgehead in the area. The Kremlin likely prematurely claimed the Russian seizure of Krynky to reinforce its desired informational effects ahead of the March 2024 presidential election, although the Kremlin is likely setting expectations that the Russian military may fail to meet. The New York Times reported that the Ukrainian withdrawal from Avdiivka may have left hundreds of Ukrainian personnel unaccounted for. Ukrainian officials launched an investigation into additional apparent Russian violations of the Geneva Conventions on Prisoners in Zaporizhzhia Oblast. Russian forces made a confirmed advance west of Avdiivka amid continued positional engagements along the entire front line. Zelensky gave 2 addresses. The first on the heroes of the Heavenly 100, individuals who sacrificed their lives during Ukraine's struggle for independence and European integration. He emphasized the unity and resilience of the Ukrainian people across generations, highlighting their ongoing fight for freedom and democratic values. In his nightly address before the U.S. Commission on Security and Cooperation in Europe, Zelensky emphasizes the crucial role of justice in achieving a true end to the war. He draws parallels to the Nuremberg trials, highlighting the need to hold Russian war criminals accountable for their atrocities. He details the devastating impact of the war on Ukrainian lives and society, emphasizing the suffering of deported children and millions under occupation. Zelensky urges unity and action from the international community to condemn Russian aggression, deliver justice, and secure a lasting peace based on Ukrainian freedom and respect for human rights. He expresses gratitude for the support of the US and other partners, emphasizing the power of collective action in defeating evil and achieving justice. Thanks for following today's updates. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. We'll return tomorrow with the latest news on the ongoing conflict.